Hey, what's up guys? It's Jake aka Tag, and today we're back at it again with an extremely toxic barb hut deck. In this deck, you've got Fireball Bait with the Royal Hogs, the Magic Archer, the Electro Dragon, and the Barb Hut. If you stack barb huts and keep them alive over time, you're going to get a huge elixir advantage on your opponent because they'll constantly have to deal with the influx of barbarians. One of my favorite pushes with this deck in the last couple seconds to finish off my opponent's tower quickly is going for a Lumberjack plus Royal Hogs. After the Lumberjack dies, it rages up your Royal Hogs and you can go for an Earthquake to slow down all of your opponent's units and break through any building at the exact same time. So let's go jump straight to some games and make a whole bunch of people rage quit with our toxic Magic Archer Barb Hut deck. And if you're not already, you can support me by using creator code SirTag. By using creator code SirTag in any Supercell game, I get a percentage of all money spent at no extra cost to you. It supports the channel, it allows me to spend more time on videos, and I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go for a Magic Archer to go and snipe the miner. We're also dropping the Magic Archer in the opposite lane, so then if he has poison, which a lot of miner people probably will have, or fireball, then he won't be able to poison the tower that is weaker because the Magic Archer is walking in the opposite lane. So if we snipe it from a distance, have it go in the opposite lane, it's way more safe for us. Very clean start of the game for him, obviously, going in, denying all damage, getting some minor chip on us, but it's fine. It does happen, guys. I go for a Lumberjack right on top of those Spear Goblins, and he might give us some King Tower activation. He's not going to, so we're just going to tornado everything back. Alternatively, we could have maybe went for like Magic Archer and the Bats, Tornado on top of the Miner to the King Tower, and that would have been pretty okay because he would have had all his damage on the right hand side instead of left, so I could have afforded to eat a little bit of damage from the Bats before we got the Magic Archer down. So I want to go in for a Barb Hut here because it looks like he just has a baity spammy deck, maybe with Mega Knight or I don't really know. Oh, he's going to have Magic Archer, Spear Goblins, Bats, Giant. That's interesting, my dude. So I need to go for a Barb Barrel just to finish off the Magic Archer if I can. Notice our placement of our Lumberjack and Magic Archer. It's trying to be safeguarded. It's dropping it in between both of the towers. So if our towers were able to finish off whatever was tanking for it, then this right-hand tower would also be able to help defend against the Magic Archer. So Magic Archer would be able to survive easier against the Miner, but unfortunately, guys, he was able to finish it off with a log. I could just chill here and then go in for, let's say, Royal Hogs to go pull back the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and it gets one hit there, but nothing on our tower, even if he snowballs. Then we get all the damage concentrated in one area because we haven't seen a Valkyrie, Fireball, or anything that suspiciously could eliminate everything in a blink of an eye with all the splash damage. We can go in for a Magic Archer right down the middle, finish that off. I could even Tornado here. Finish off the Magic Archer, get a hit on the tower as well. Oh, that's clean. That felt good, man. That felt spicy. So usually when you're on defense against this type of stuff, you don't want to drop things that will just get eradicated by the Mini P.E.K.K.A. instantaneously. So my first course of action is to drop our Electro Dragon in the air, pulverize his Mini P.E.K.K.A. afterward, and then go in for Royal Hogs. So we have a Magic Archer, Electro Dragon, massive push coming at him, and we can Tornado again. His Magic Archer is not going to be targeting ours, but our Magic Archer will be targeting his because his Magic Archer had to still finish off the Royal Hogs to get on to our supporting cards. As a result, a very easy victory for us, and he's going to go and try to activate the King Tower now. His secret wish, as his clan says, is just to activate King Tower. That's all he really wanted in the game. GG and well played, my dude. We're going to go in for Magic Archer in the back. We're going to see what's up. We're going to see what's happening. This guy's going to go for a Skeleton Barrel, so as soon as we see that, I'm expecting him to have either Mega Knight or just a standard bait deck with potential clone. So I'm going to go in for a Barb Hut here. I'm going to go in for a Barb Barrel on top of the Dark Goblin. And as long as the tower is able to finish off the skeletons, we're not going to take an excessive amount of damage. He is going to get around, like, let's say 700, but it's not the worst thing in the world. We have Barb Hut on the map. He doesn't have Fireball, so these Barbs are going to have to bait out a lot of elixir from our opponent here. Fireball is pretty far out of cycle. We can go for our Royal Hogs now, and we'll see what he likes to do. If he has Mega Knight plus Fireball, that would be so scary. But fortunately for us, he's just going to have a standard P.E.K.K.A. So P.E.K.K.A. is not very standard with Skeleton Barrel or Fireball, but, you know, it's a more standard card right now for us to see with the other bridge spam components that he has with Dark Goblin. It would be really weird to see a Mega Knight Dark Goblin deck. I've seen P.E.K.K.A. with Dark Goblin in a couple metas. Just haven't seen it recently. So I can go for a Lumberjack at the river, or I could go in for a Barb Hut. With our deck, our control-oriented deck, I think it's going to be a little bit better for us to go same lane as our opponent and go in for a Barb Hut, opposed to trying to spam him really aggressive, you know? Alright, so he's going to Fireball us. Going to give him a little bit of value, but over time, it's going to be very hard for him to defend against the Royal Hogs if he continues to fireball our tower, as he just did. And then if he fireballs, he won't be able to defend against the Magic Archer when it's locked onto the P.E.K.K.A. So that's what we're looking forward to. We're also going to go in for a Lumberjack in the other lane, so then he can't just P.E.K.K.A. on top of the Barbarians and P.E.K.K.A. on top of that. We're going to wait for the Knight to be in alignment, and then we can Magic Archer here. And then the Barbs will also be able to help us, so it's overall pretty good. Fortunately, the Barbs pushed it out of the way, but it's still fine. Still A-okay. I can't really do too much here. Just rely on the Magic Archer. And then we can go for Royal Hogs because we have the Electro Dragon, so if he drops a P.E.K.K.A., then it will also get splashed, and the tower will get hit too. Heck, he can't fireball everything. There's just too much coming at him. And this is what this deck does. Overall, you guys know that Elixir Collector got nerfed, and it's really hard to gain an Elixir advantage with that because it's just so incredibly inefficient now to spells. Spells trade evenly with it. The only other way to get passive Elixir on your opponent is get them to spend Elixir on top of your units spawned from buildings. And because Barb Pit is actually pretty good now, you can get a lot of passive Elixir because your opponent over time has to deal with each individual Barb Wave, and over time, you'll get a massive Elixir advantage. And as you guys saw, he fireballed and dropped all of his Elixir there, and we had 10 Elixir to start another Barb Hut. So it was really beneficial for us to play this way. Just play passive, cycle as many Barb Huts, get an Elixir advantage, then counter push when your opponent overcommits and is really low on Elixir. And then you just have a super easy win then. Saucing out of good luck, this guy's going to go in for a Hog Rider. So we're going to go for Royal Hogs in the opposite lane and get primed and ready for a juicy Tornado King Tower activation. Oh, is this going to be 2.6? No, it's going to be Hog Rider Earthquake. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, it's 2.6. It's super fun because first off, if they have cannon, you just Earthquake. Second off, they can't fireball everything. You have too many things. And it is so much easier to beat anyone that doesn't have Earthquake to break through your Barb Hut. If they fireball it, it's really funny because then they can't deal with the Magic Archer. So I just wish we were playing against that. Unfortunately, we're going to be playing against a little bit more difficult and a little bit more spicy of a matchup. He could go for Magic Archers to snipe the Barb Hut. Fortunately for us, he's just going to go for a Hog Rider, which we can Lumberjack to keep our Barb Hut in pristine HP. Mint condition. And then the Barbs just get damage on the left-hand side or bait out a ton of Elixir from our opponent. So I can just go for Magic Archer, get a couple hits before the Elixir runs out for us. Can't spend any more. I don't think I overcommitted because he doesn't spam us in the opposite lane, and we still have enough Elixir for a Tornado against the Hog Rider. Doesn't even have like a tank in cycle because he dropped his Ice Column, right? Yeah, there's no way. He can't even tank for this, so we just go in for a Tornado, and he doesn't get a single hit. So if you guys time your Tornadoes correctly, if they go in for a Hog Rider, and even if they have like bats or something behind it, if you just have anything with your defense, there's no chance they get a hit for a +1 interaction. It feels really good when that happens over time. So we'll see if he continues to spam us. We have a Barb Barrel if he wants to. Otherwise, just want to keep going in for the Barbarian Hut here. Looks like he might try to go opposite lane with Mini P.E.K.K.A. That's what I would do if I was him. I would expect him to go for like a Hog Rider Mini P.E.K.K.A. We would kite the Mini P.E.K.K.A. into the Barb Hut with this Barb Barrel, and then we would go in for a Lumberjack on the Hog Rider if that happened. So that's what I was hoping for, but he doesn't do it. He's just going to go in for a naked Hog Rider, and yeah, we have an even easier defense than I otherwise would have happened. Now we can go in for dual lane aggression, which I love doing. This Lumberjack is going to beat out a ton of Elixir from our opponent. Then we can go for Magic Archer on the left-hand side because he's spread too thin. He can't counter the Magic Archer, so it's guaranteed value on top of the Mini P.E.K.K.A. And then I think we were forced to go in for an Electro Dragon here just to go kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A. because the Ice Golem is getting targeted first. I don't know how that happens, but it always seems to happen when a Mini P.E.K.K.A. is counter pushing with an Ice Golem. The Mini P.E.K.K.A. never goes in front. Even though it is physically in front, the game registers it as behind or something like that. We can go in for a Earthquake just for more chip damage on a tower, and then I can Barb Barrel to finish off his Magic Archer. As long as he doesn't Mini P.E.K.K.A. with a Hog Rider, he'll never be able to break through. Like, this Earthquake is going to be abysmal for this man.
I am disgusted.
Go for Royal Hogs, wait for the Magic Archer to target that. Then we can go for a Tornado. Just need to get one hit, and that's going to be GG. GG, well played, and peace out. So even against the more difficult variation of Earthquake Hog Rider deck, you still destroy them. Just passively cycle your Barb Huts. Make sure you have quality defense first before you apply offense. Counter push when they're low on Elixir, and you win. This deck is just ridiculously easy and stupid proof in every scenario. We're going to start off this game with a Barb Barrel, and we're going to see what's up. William is not dropping anything. Then he goes in for a Bandit. So if it's going to be a bridge spam deck, I can't wait to play against this because in double and triple Elixir, we just get really nice value. Oh my goodness. So against this, I'm a little bit uncomfortable. I think I want to go in for an Electro Dragon. But if he does have Minion Horde, I'm also going to have to Tornado it to kill it as quickly as possible. Oh, okay. It's not as big of a meme as I thought it was. That's unfortunate. So we're going to have to Tornado that far back. Should be able to finish it all off. But that's pretty funny, if I do say so myself. I'm going to go for Royal Hogs to pull our opponent's units backward for a little bit. And then we can go in for a Barbarian. So the Mega Minion is not going to get on top of our Magic Archer. And by doing that, we bait out a Skarmy that goes immediately right into the Magic Archer. And he has no value. Can't Fireball Magic Archer near our tower if he so had that card. So I think that was our best bet. A lot of times they have Skarmy or Mini P.E.K.K.A. This is a peculiar deck, dude. I can't believe he dropped his Giant behind the Sparky. That was really funny, man. Have you guys ever seen that before? This is like 6 wins in a Grand Challenge, and he did that. So it's really weird. So I'm going to wait, and then we want to Tornado that last possible second so we get the most optimal value, pulling it back as far as possible. Make sure it gets less damage. It should get only like 1 or 2 hits maximum here. It's going to get like 1. Okay, I can go for Royal Hogs. Just keep our Electro Dragon healthier. And if he drops Skarmy or whatever, we can go for an Earthquake if we so need to. Yeah, I'm definitely going to, because the Skarmy dies. Allows our Electro Dragon to prioritize his actual units, like the Mega Minion. Then it's able to lock on top of his tower because it hit the Electro Wizard and the Mega Minion. Feels good, man. That was really good. Overall, I think that we can just keep going in for Barb Huts, drop them a little bit lower, and I'll rely on our Electro Dragon to hit the Sparky in combination with the Tornado when the Sparky is really far away. So, pretty happy with this. I think we want to go in for a Barb Barrel as well, though. So we're going to go and do that pronto. Finish off the Musketeer, hopefully. Go in for an Earthquake on everything. And we should be fine. I mean, the main thing is the Sparky just needs to die. And if it dies, we're chilling. Lumberjack should be able to finish it off here. We're going to go in for a Tornado. Go pull everything backward. And he's going to continue to spam us at the river. So I'm just going to go in for a Barb Barrel right on top of the Musketeer so it locks onto that instead of our tower or our Magic Archer. And we already know that he's probably going to go in for a Skarmy. So we're going to go in for Royal Hogs. And we're just going to want to preemptively Earthquake it. Doesn't Skarmy. He goes in for the Skarmy afterward. Oh my gosh. He had to do it. He got buyer's remorse immediately after losing that much elixir, man. We can go in for a Lumberjack, line everything up so our Magic Archer is able to hit everything. And it looks like he's going to try to go one last balls to the walls push. I think that our Magic Archer is not going to give us any value here. I just want to go in for an Electro Dragon so I can get back to it immediately. Go in for a Barb Hut here, and then Tornado when we need to. So we can Tornado everything together. Go in for a Barb Barrel. Finish that off so the Musketeer doesn't give him any more value. Then we're going to go for an Earthquake because we need to kill the Sparky. If it gets 1 hit on top of the Barb Hut, it doesn't really matter. Just need to make sure the Bandit doesn't cross in our path. So I could Tornado here and get a lot of damage. Maybe going for Magic Archer connection too. It's risky. Oh, wait. He's just going to give us the win. Why did you just do that? Maybe for the same reason he dropped, like, the Sparky in front of the Giant. I don't know. That was interesting, though. GG and well played, William. Pleasure playing against you and asserting dominance. It was actually pretty late in the Grand Challenge, and he dropped a Sparky in front of a Giant to kick open the game. I guess everyone makes mistakes. I'm certainly no exception. We're going to kick open this game with a Barb Barrel, and we're going to see what's up. This guy's going to have Night Witch. So it's probably going to be a Golem or Elixir Golem deck, just from the looks of things. Sometimes they do have Giant with Night Witch, but it's not too common. All right. Are we going to go in for Royal Hogs here? Ooh, okay. Elixir Golem it is. As soon as we see the Magic Archer, it is not going to be commonly played with any Golem deck. Just going to be Elixir Golem. It's going to have Mini P.E.K.K.A. with it too. All right. So I want to go for a Barb Hut. He probably just lets the Magic Archers trade here. If we go for Barb Hut, maybe we can spawn an extra wave of them. So then we can finish off the Mini P.E.K.K.A. a little bit quicker and easier. Yeah, we should be able to... oh, wait. The Electro Wizard probably stunned it a little bit, eh? Yeah, that's a bit sad. What is this deck? Electro Wizard... the Tombstone, Mini P.E.K.K.A., Magic Archer. So weird. Okay, hopefully we can activate King Tower with his Magic Archer or Electro Wizard. Oh, let's go, guys! That's what we wanted to see. A pump randomly in the deck, too. So that gives us a juicy positive elixir trade whenever we can Earthquake a Collector. I can go for a barbarian in the opposite lane just to passively cycle and maybe get some elixir from our opponent, because otherwise that gets 2 hits on the tower. 2 juicy hits. That is adorable, man. That barbarian just chipping away, doing a little bit of work. Barely tickling the tower, but still getting something done. So, unfortunately, this guy's actually going to have poison. Huh. That's weird, man. So, I guess we can activate King Tower with this golem. Potentially. See if we want to make it happen with the golemites here. After they explode, I think we can get the King Tower activated. Yeah? Awesome stuff. So worth it. So, we know he's probably going to go in for Tombstone, so I can just Earthquake it. But I don't have anything for the Collector. Alright, I'm not going to Earthquake that if you're going to go for Elixir. That much Elixir, that's way too much. Can Electro Wizard and Tombstone 7 Elixir for Royal Hogs? We take those.
This is Sparta!
Saka here, we'll see. Just want to go for a Barbarian right on top. We can finish the Magic Archer off and then go in for an Electro Dragon here. It's pretty much immune to poison. It's not going to be able to put in too much work. Then we want to go in for a Tornado pull backwards so then the mini packet doesn't immediately get on top of the Barb Hut. So then we're able to finish it off without it getting any damage. And we know for a fact that this dude is just going to consistently go in for his Tombstones and his Electro Wizard. So last time he went for Electro Wizard, so let's try to go in for a Magic Archer. I tried to line it up with the Tombstone there. He also went in for Electro Wizard in the same spot, so could have made both those happen. Would have been slightly better for us if we were able to pull that off. Unfortunately for us, he doesn't have Elixir Golem, so there's really no real issue here at all. I just need to go in for an Electro Dragon, stop the Magic Archer. We can even go on the other side now, but it seems a bit risky. So weird to play against a Golem deck with Elixir Collector and all these Fireball and Poison Bait cards. It's interesting, man. So we're going to be able to evade all poison value with that Magic Archer. And then because we have King Tower activated, this defense is so much easier. We can go in for a Lumberjack here, probably bait out a Mini P.E.K.K.A. And then because he Mini P.E.K.K.A.'s on that side, he's going to be forced to go in for a Tombstone and Electro Wizard here. So our best bet is just to go in for an Earthquake and then Tornado that Mini P.E.K.K.A. So then we get a nice positive Elixir trade on that. And because we have Magic Archer catapulting itself towards the other side, he'll get so much Elixir out of him. He has to drop all of it on the right-hand side, and he can't apply aggression on the tower that's lower. Heck, he can't even go in for a Golem. He has to even poison the right-hand side. So his chip damage is going to be mitigated now, too. That's cool. So we can Lumberjack here. Go in for Royal Hogs immediately after. Know that he's probably going to go in for Mini P.E.K.K.A, Electro Wizard, and go in for Tombstone. Just going to go in for an Earthquake. Going to go in for a Tornado, so then we can go and kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A with a Tornado. So that it's not able to target the Royal Hogs. As a result, we probably win the game because everything raged up on the tower. And I just need to get a Magic Archer hit or something along those lines. Cycle back to an Earthquake and we win the game. So keep up the aggression. So then sometimes the best offense is a good spamming at the river, man. And that's all we had to do. Just had to cycle back to an Earthquake and make sure he couldn't apply aggression in the opposite lane because we kept throwing things at him.